namsaka yule den, nanhepa yule den, kila siku ni the same.
What's up Nairobi? Welcome back to another episode of Angie and Muok.
I'm Angie, obviously.
I am Muok, obviously. And leo tunataka kuongea juu ya nini, Angie?
Just being Kenyan, how well do you know your country?
Exactly. How Kenyan are you?
How Kenyan are
na tuko na
you?
maswali hapa, tumeona to put each other on the spot.
Kabisa.
So,
we're going back to history books. Are you ready?
Hey, me, I was born ready.
Prepared for you some good questions.
I was born ready. Anje wepiga matigaga hapa hivyo na ka cool kid. Leo yeye ndo cool kid. That's why kwa Sido leo ni yeye. West Side.
Anyway. Sawa. So today it's a challenge, yeah?
It's a challenge.
So we're just going to ask each other questions about Kenya. How well do you know your country?
Yeah.
Nini.
Tuoneka wewe ni msi wa Ocha, wewe ni msi wa area ama wewe ni msi wa Maju.
Ama unawika kwa social media na hata hujui country yako.
Hujui kitu yote. Haya, sawa. So pia wewe kama get yourself as we are asking each other these questions, pia wewe jiangalie kama unatambua hizi maswali, yeah? So, Angie, ladies first. Unataka kuniuliza swali ya kwanza?
Wacha nikuulize ya kwanza by the way. Sijui tutaanzaje hivi. But let me start easy on you by the way.
Yeah, go easy.
Which is the oldest city in Kenya?
Guy. Is it Lamu?
Shit, ni Lamu.
Hey, mimi nilikuwa najua hizi vitu. Tunacheki mazi. Mimi nilikuwa najua hizi vitu. Angie ndo anafanya najishuku hapa mazi.
Maybe it was Lamu by the na si uongo. Kuna kitu imenidanganya hapa online.
Haya. So mimi swali yangu kwako ni simple leo, eh? Have you ever been arrested or have you ever slept in prison?
What? Are my parents watching this?
Yes, they are. And yes, they are.
Swali ngumu.
Have you ever been arrested or have you ever slept in prison? Like they go hand in hand. Ama umearestiwa lakini hukulala ndani, hukufika. Hukufika. Ulifanya nini?
Tulikuwa side za LA, alafu we were so many in the car, you know when you're moving from one club to the next and you're like tuingie tu bora tufike. And then it's like we were set up or something. So when we fika the corner like this, two cops took care from nowhere. So I think it's even the cab guys who normally set guys up. Sababu walitushika tu hapo, walijua tume overload. Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but yeah, tukapelekwa kwa station and then simu zikachukuliwa, moja akaachwa na simu ajaribu kupigia wengine wakuja watu save or something.
Hey.
Yeah.
So when you waswali waliwaleta, but that will lead me to another question which I'm saving for later.
Sema.
So anyway, so mimi personally I've been almost arrested lakini haikufika hiyo point ya kulala ndani.
Kulala ndani.
Haiwezi. Hizi mavitu tu traffic rules, sijui kumake wrong turns, sijui utiaje tu yani. Hata si guide.
Jesus. Lakini kama wanakuanga wamengoja for this type of ninis.
Yeah.
Sawa. So what's your next question?
No, that's you.
The big 5 animals. Sababu ulikuwa unajua Lamu sana.
Mazi? Sawa basi. Acha nifikirie. Lion.
Okay, yeah.
Elephant. Rhino.
Yeah, rhino.
Zebra.
Goja. Oh my God.
Buda.
Zebra.
Sawa. Rhino. Lion, rhino. Zebra.
Zebra tena. Umerudia zebra tena.
Nimesema lion, elephant.
Lion, elephant.
Rhino. Tiger ama cheetah?
Tuko na tigers Kenya.
Cheetah. Sindio?
Cheetah.
Ama cheetah iko.
Zizi.
Leopard.
Yeah.
Leopard.
Abada. Cheetah zengi.
Kuna cheetah wa Nairobi. Haya. So nimebaki na moja. Buffalo.
Yeah.
A student, fam. Haya, twende. Sawa. So ni mimi nakuuliza. So far nime maswali zote umeniuliza. Haya, have you ever bribed a police officer to get a job? Anything? Have you ever bribed?
Ni Nairobi manzi.
Hapana.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Why?
I needed to get my birth certificate to apply for my passport haraka, and then they said my birth certificate had an issue with the last name. It wasn't too clear, so I had to get a new birth certificate. That process takes like 3 weeks to like I don't know how long, and I needed it immediately. So I had to dish out some cash, and I was given that thing in like 2 hours or something.
You know, I saw a tweet. Maybe you can comment in the comment section below. Ilikuwa Ezekiel Mutu alitweet. Alikuwa anasema a lot of Kenyans complain about corruption and that money inakuwa stolen. But is it that you are complaining kwa sababu hauko in a position ya kukula hiyo doe mwenyewe? Right, like people complain about corruption, but really it's because they were not in that position to also benefit from that corruption.
So that's why
it's about the opportunity.
It's about the opportunity that they're missing.
It's not about the corruption. So what do you think about that?
Gaga. That's so real.
Real talk, right?
Yeah. So, Jesus. Sometimes it feels kind of true, you know, because, you know, if I offered you a job right now and you know you're going to get some money from it, then, I don't know, what do you think? Like, would you unachukua hiyo job kulia ama utachukua ukisema ati I'm going to whatever my whatever?
I feel like there are a lot of gray areas kwa sababu there are some things that I cannot miss out on because that I'm such a straightforward citizen. I don't want to bribe and sijui nini. But that's the reality on the ground, which anyway inaonyesha how deep rooted this story about corruption is.
Si umeuliza kama ungepewa the opportunity to like become a cop ukijua utakulia, would you take it ukijua utakulia, ama is it for service delivery, like utumishi kwa wote or like
exactly.
So utachukua job ukisema I'm going to get rich, ama unaenda kusema I'm going to take care of Kenyans? Because you see that's also the problem with the situation.
It starts with a good intention, like I'm going to take care of Kenyans,
to be a good
lakini inafika base fulani unaingia unapata pia pressure.
It's not even peer pressure.
Unapata wase besti wako wanakulia wase, so wewe ufanye nini?
So
afu unapata pia citizen anakuoffer as a cop. Citizen anakuambia mazee afande shika hii 5k. Wewe unafikiria mazee wife mtaani analia, hakuna siji mboga, hakuna nyama, hakuna, unachukua.
So are you the part of the problem here?
I'm part of the problem and the solution because we are talking about it.
How are you the solution? Ushasema lazima
I'm part of the solution kwa sababu it starts with the talking about it. You know, people shun these conversations kwa sababu ati ni tabu, kwa sababu now one of the reasons why people shun is because pia them they are corrupt. So I'm part of the solution by putting it on the spot, like we need to do better. For real, we need to, if you are yearning for a better country, wanasema ati SGR ili cost domob, wase kama watizedo walipata a better train for a cheap amount of money. Where does it start from? Who are we electing into these positions? Wase wanakuja ndopatia 5 so unaweka kwa position.
Sasa like Kenya, unaona, this is actually my fourth question to you. Unaona, is the problem the system, ama is it us who are voting? Is it already that even if we vote that somebody anaweza win because tumemvotia, ama is that system already rigged? So are we voting for nothing, ama tu ni kusumbua na bure?
Me, I think it's collective it's collective responsibility. The problem is in the perpetrators of this thing and peer the people who are I'm sorry to use the words the subjects, because if the leaders wenyewe wako mbaya, na sisi ndo tuliweka hapo based off of the fact that umsi alikuja kanipatia tao ya kubayunga sijui nini, then in like 2 years when this guy is embezzling funds, keep your mouth shut. Wendo ulimweka hapo.
No, nakuuliza like is it us who can make that change? Sababu tukishow up kwa polling station, like can we make that change?
We can make that change.
Or is it like one of those situations where the winner has already been rigged? Tarakanithi whatever.
I think
si walikuwa wanajua kile ita happen huko, so it didn't matter who was the candidate kwa ground. They just knew this one it's going to be the landslide.
I think we underestimate the power we have.
Because
angalia
but do we have any power?
We do.
Angalia. How?
The earliest age somebody can vie to be a president is how many years in Kenya? 35.
35, yeah.
35 years only kijana. Meaning mse kama Sakaja or something, Sakaja can vie to be a president right now. Guys, 35 years plus.
Yeah.
So why are we putting vying for old guys who don't even know the type of problems?
But there's nobody putting themselves in the forefront. So even when the youth go into like the youth parliament or whatever, sasa si wanachukuliwa na wenye wako already in the system.
The nini is deep.
It's very deep. It's like, that's why I'm asking you, is it us to make that change, or the system is already, it's already like we are stuck in it?
The system is deep-rooted, but we can't hatuwezi.
How many billions walisema we are losing in a day?
2 billion.
2 billion in a day. 2 billion in a day. Zimeenda.
The thing is,
because I think this is the money wanatumia tu even you, as much as you want to get into politics, you want to come and bring this change, some youth are very eager. They're like, I have to change things. Kule nimetoka nimeona shida mob. I want to make sure my people's lives are changing and whatever. But akishafika huko, as in ataingia aje when even the system is already corrupt enough. Hata growth.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't lose hope, because hata angalia history.
Yeah.
Wase walikujanga wakakuwa watiaji akina sijui Hitler nini. Did they last forever? No.
Yeah.
Akina Idi Amin, did they last forever? No. So we can't lose hope, because losing hope inatufanya tunakuwa complacent.
Yeah.
So lazima to take action. It might not be us, it might be our children or something, but at some point action has to be taken.
Maybe the example we should use is Uganda over here with Bobi Wine. So do we need those type of youth who go to the streets and whatever?
Exactly.
But we are being told that we have to get into the system, be like mingi, don't cause chaos, don't cause riots or whatever. So na Bobi Wine alijama akasema
Bobi Wine, he didn't get what he wanted, but get this, he gave so much hope to a lot of people.
Yeah, that
now people are not taking things lying down in UG. Hata kama sijui itafanyika, people don't take things lying down. So we need people like those radical people who come out and actually speak up. Wanasema mazee vitu kama hizi hazifai ku happen.
So you are those people unaweza enda kwa streets uanze ku organize watu?
Yeah, me I don't know about that. I'm just a journalist.
Ni sisi wote. Haijalishi kama msanii kuvotia gava ama kuvotia gava. Ndio ya healthcare inaimba.
Yeah.
Na manisha kuna wasa wanadai sana.
Yeah.
Tumespend the last 1 year in lockdown.
Yes.
So haijalishi kama mse alikuwa pro or anti-government. Ni sisi wote.
We all in it together.
Yeah.
There's power in unity and power in the people. Tukienda sisi wote watajua tuko serious.
Yes.
But unajua there's a lot of politicians they entered uko wakiwa young. Kina John Kiarie from Ridiculous. We have this guy from Kigeugeu.
Sucks.
Kigeugeu pia. What is
Jaguar Sakaja
Babu. Uko na mahope mingi. Yeah.
Coast ule.
Nani Cannibal pia si kwa politics siku hizi.
So it's just unajua it just begs the question, because unajua there's a time the youth were like ready kabisa for change. You could tell when kina John Kiarie, the guys I've just mentioned, the youth were like, we're putting kina Jaguar there, we're putting kina who, the youth were lingishwa kwa parliament.
But here's another question that I will ask you. Those people that we put there, wanaingianga hapo alafu na realize okay, ama wanaforsiwa wanaambiwa ni aje, this is how things happen here, we don't care kama wasi walikuweka, and then they end up being like the people that we are putting there to fight against. How fight against them. So
unajua there is this notion that say hatutaki violence, we've already gone through like 2007 na post election violence and everything. So that what we are seeing in the media sana is that we're supposed to even if we're trying to like make change, we have to use the proper channels. So I think the question I was asking you is, do we need revolutionary leaders, or we need the ones who wanapandana system, because it's like the system is swallowing them at some point. I
think we need to be extremely smart, because if you think about all the revolutions that happened in the world, in Kenya and any neighboring and even global countries that actually made a change, they happened via blood. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perpetrating for any violence.
But by the way, but I get what you're saying.
Even if it happen.
I get what you're saying.
So ndo revolution yenye sisi tunataka isi happen by blood. what are we doing in a smart way to make sure we have the same end result but without violence?
I think, okay, si ati tunaka hapa, we are praising ourselves or something, but this is a very interesting space to be in. Squeezy, it doesn't really matter. Like, you see, even the way we are sitting here, we're talking about these things. You cannot control what you're putting out there.
True.
Okay, they're trying to censor it in one way or another and start asking for tax for whatever you're making online or whatever. But the point is, this can reach people who can get motivated. This is a non-violent way of doing it. But now the other violent ways, sasa niaji, like the other violent ways, do you think those are necessary? Because kwa zingine, unajua 2007, hata wacha nisinge kwa 2007, that is just a lot of pain hapo for Kenyans. So but you get the point. There was violence, but it didn't really solve anything. Una get.
So anyway, violence is not the answer. I feel like we've gone so deep in that question. That was a good question.
Hadi wacha tutatafuta episode tukae chini hata na ka guest and we get to the bottom of it.
Let me decompress. Have you ever taken a bribe?
Have I ever taken a bribe?
Yes.
No, I haven't taken a bribe.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't taken a bribe.
Aye. Sawa. Do you have a question for me?
Unataka kuni bribe, nataka pesa. Sio ni bribe.
Uko na swali ya kuniuliza?
Hata sina swali, hiyo ndio swali. Unataka kuni bribe?
Hapana.
Unataka kuni bribe? Endelea tu hapo.
Let me ask you. I have 2 more questions for you.
2 more. Zilikuwa 5 wewe.
Yes, ndio mimi nimekuuliza tu swali. Hiyo ni ya 3. So have you ever voted and why? And did you get the results you wanted?
Mimi nilikuwa ile msemi nilikuwa naimba huko 5
tena.
Niseme 5 tera, but wacha nirudi niseme 5 tena. Unajua nilikuwa kwa nyumba tumeimba hiyo wimbo kabisa. As in ndani. Alafu nilikuwa na ignorance mob. So pia niliweka kwa Instagram 5 tena sijui nini. Sasa status zangu chini 5 tera cause damn, vile kulienda si umdhani ndiye
siye na umdhani siye ndiye.
I know. Anyway. So hi.
I've voted once in my life.
No, the question, you have ever taken a bribe? You said yes or
no? No, me, I've never taken a bribe, bro. It's maybe a hard look at the mirror for me is it because I've never been in a position to accept bribes?
I know, that's what I was telling you. Hata mimi take bribes.
It's a hard look at
It's
a hard look in the mirror. So ukifika hapo will you?
See, unaona, even us, we are also part of the problem because we're still debating whether we are going to take it. You get?
So the last question. The last question before we wrap up.
Mr. Hauli.
Okay. So for me, I voted once and I didn't get the results I wanted, which I expected. Because at that time I had the knowledge that
you voted for this latest one, ama ile ya kwanza, the Jubilee, the first Jubilee.
What's the latest one? The latest one, the first time. Like see, we had 2. Ile ya kwanza. So the first time, and I was voting because of a certain person that nilikuwa nataka kumweka hapo, but hakufika because of some corruption. And then so after that me I was like, by the it's done. Because these things inakuanga kama it's just it's a ceremonial voting.
Mine. So mahali tumefika sahi as Kenyans, even like the question is what conversations are people having in private, and we need to be now honest about this, because me, the conversations people are having in private, wameona this thing for being goody two shoes, it's not getting us anywhere. In fact, it's even getting worse. Now unemployment is even more, like they're collapsing the system intentionally. Then watakam time ya elections wakisema wacha tuwajenge mashule wa nini hizi pesa zote wamekula za IMF zimeishia. Msai ndio watu wako home, hizo vitu kwani hazitengenezwi.
Wanaendorse wasanii.
So I'm thinking Bobby Wine situation, but sisemi kitu. You get.
Anyway, so the last question.
We just need like more youth who are more
Last question I have for you, Angie, is who was the 3rd vice president of Kenya?
Wait.
Dr. Muok huko chini alikuwa ameandika sijui.
Kuna simu hapa na jaribu.
Tip. Imempata.
The 3rd one. Okay, so we're quite serious na maisha. Oh shit.
Frank, huyu jamaa anaitwa Frank Ogala wako hapa behind the scenes. Frank, who's the third vice president of Kenya?
Yeah. Hey, acha wewe.
Actually, mimi naweza put a wild guess. Kibaki.
No.
Mimi nilikuwa nafikiria
Kibaki was the fourth.
Was there Wamalwa somewhere?
Kibaki was the fourth.
No, not Wamalwa. Hata nime display ignorance.
Wamalwa was there, but way later.
Jaramogi? No,
Jaramogi was the first one. Jaramogi was the first vice president of Kenya.
So, umesema third?
Murumbi. This was Murumbi.
Imeisha hivyo. Watatu
the third.
Unajua even us we need to pull up our socks. Ngoja tuchekie.
Comment hapo kwa comment section. Who was the third vice president of Kenya? Who ana marks hapo kana Google. Uncle Google.
Shit. Na that was my first guess. I know, na nilikuwa nimechanganyikiwa sana.
Yeah. It was Odinga, Murumbi, Moi, then Kibaki was the fourth.
Yeah.
Then Karanja, I don't say alikuwa nani Karanja. Something Karanja, then Saitoti, and then Mudavadi, then Eugene Wamalwa.
Hata ulikuwa unajua.
And then Kalonzo, and then nani Akina, all those people. Yeah, so that was it. Those how Kenyan are you?
How Kenyan are
so
you?
So base yourself. Decades. Anyway, that is the end of this episode.
But I think to sign off too. I think the thing we're trying to achieve with this episode is you really don't even. The point is, even if you don't understand your history, you'll just grow with the same. Kile wanakupea tu.
Yeah.
You see, even when we are ignorant about such things, then it means if anything they tell us we take. We don't even have the information ourselves.
So know your culture, know your history, know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, kama kuna wasi watachange nchi, if you are dissatisfied, and I believe as any Kenyan right now you are supposed to be dissatisfied. If you're dissatisfied, you are the one.
Wasa hawajakasirika. Wasa wametulia sana. Yeah, wasa wametulia.
Before you change, know where you are coming from and know where potential yetu ilikuwa fakua. Jiulize aseka kina Kimathi. What were they fighting for? Akina Tomboya, what did they die for?
Kapenguria 6.
Kapenguria 6. So ask yourself, akina Polngei, Nini, Atengoneko, what did they want for this country? And what are you doing as a citizen to make sure that these people didn't die in vain?
Yeah.
So be Kenyan, love your country.
Yeah.
Boom. That was Angie and Muok.
Okay.
Bless up.
Bye. If you have any other questions, by the way, unaeka tu kwa comment section.
Kwa comment section will be more than glad to answer
and
you.
Content and mnataka, like, what do you want us to put out there for you guys?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So,
peace out.
Napenda yulete, namsaka yulete, anhepa yulete. Kila siku ni the same.